Hey guys, Space Jelly here again. Today we're going to be reviewing the Hasbro Marvel Legends FireStar. So this is the old one, the one that came out right before the re-release. So I guess it's not really old, it's just the one before the re-release and is worse in every possible way. So we couldn't find the 3-pack one because that's a Hasbro Post exclusive, so we're just going to be reviewing this one. She stands at a little less than 6 inches, like 5 3/4 inches. So that would make her about 15 centimeters, which I guess is pretty okay height. Let's compare her to a few figures. So Doomslayer, the McFarlane Toys Doomslayer. He seems appropriately tall. We got the Toy Biz Marvel Legends Series 1 Iron Man. He's kind of short, but these are older figures. I think this is their first, Toy Biz's first Marvel Legends Wolverine. I think this is actually a pretty good size. Maybe not. I think he should be pretty short. Let's see. We got all the way over here the McFarlane Toys Hush Batman. He's pretty tall. Not to scale, but you know, you don't expect them to be. I got the McFarlane Toys All Might here, which, okay. I think this actually is to scale. Seems like a pretty good scale. And now we'll get into the aesthetics. First things first, she is a different mold than the one in the Spider-Man His Amazing Friends 3-pack. She's an older mold, but the colors and the head sculpts are almost exactly the same. So I don't have that one to compare it to, but the paint on her legs and her gloves are all pretty much the same on both figures, even the yellow and the heads, but I think that these heads have a bit more detail. I'll show the other head when we're looking at accessories. Her shape is not very like super hero-esque. It's not really how women look in comic books. She's kind of skinny. She's really skinny. Her legs are pretty skinny. The upper body is decent, but her torso is kind of long. But her legs are just really skinny. That's a crazy thigh gap. And she has defined legs, so it doesn't really make much sense. This part is new, I think. The upper torso, you can see a bit of wrinkles on the shirt. But that's really it. She's kind of just a blank body, but with a new head, and I think the collar is new too. Maybe the top part is new. I wouldn't know. And also her legs, they're so skinny, yet she has a pretty large butt. Like, it doesn't really make much sense. Like, it's big from this angle, but not really anywhere else. It's just an odd design. Like, she has defined abs, but nothing else really in the arms or the legs. It's weird. So I'm not really a huge fan of it. I guess the paint on the boots and the gloves are okay, and maybe the heads, but I don't really know. The heads are a bit they don't really look like her. They kind of look like someone else. And she has a little too much paint going on here. She kind of just looks like she has stripes of darker hair, like highlights. I don't think that's how it's supposed to look. She doesn't have it on this head, though. There's no paint on this one, which you would expect this one to have more paint than this one. And if she does, I can't really tell. It looks like she has a bit of a gradient there, but I really don't know. Anyway, she does come with this head, which is weird because she has these 3 fins on her mask. This one only has the normal fins. So I don't know if she ever had a look like this before. I'm not a really big fan of it, and the face looks completely different to me. She comes with these 2 fire effects. They look okay. They're pretty soft. They're squishy. She comes with 2 hands. I think she came with 1 fist and one of her open hands in the packaging, but 2 fists and 2 open hands. And then she came with Miss Lion. Now, this figure, I'd argue it's better than this because she actually has sculpted detail, and if you pop off the head, she comes with a little double ball peg, so she actually gets better head range than she does, which is weird. So she rotates her head and she can tilt around. Although this doesn't really look like the cartoon version. This is like a hyper realistic version. The cartoon version looks a bit more cartoonish. I'll put some photos on screen. So yeah, now talking about articulation. Let's see, she has a hinge on her neck, but I'm going to talk about something if it happens. She has a hinge on her neck and a ball peg, so she has a very gappy ball peg. Usually that's the case on female action figures. The collar is soft. Yeah, okay, so you can see here that the neck popped off, and my one keeps on popping off super easily, so they didn't even glue it in. It's a bit weird. So it's hard to pose her head for me, but I don't know, maybe your one won't have that problem. Her shoulders, if you crank on it, go up pretty high. Rotation, really bad single jointed elbow. Rotation there, not even 90. Okay, your head's popping off again. Hey, wrist rotate, wrist hinge. Both of them have the same hinge. She has a diaphragm cut. Goes to the side really nicely. Goes back decently, so you can get some flying poses. Kind of. You can't really pose your head up. Yeah, so it's redundant. Crunches forward a tiny bit. Rotation, okay, whatever. Rotation here, she doesn't really. She doesn't have a waist twist. That's what I'm trying to say. So you can only twist her here. Not sure why they still haven't done the waist twist thing on female action figures, on their female action figures. Legs go up, they go back a little bit, they barely go out, bad range. She has painted stuff over there, so that's really nice to look at. Thigh swivel, her knees are very gummy. Ugh, I don't feel good bending those. Double jointed knee, not really good range, honestly. But they don't look super ugly. Not that bad. No boot swivel, ankles go down, go up, ankle tilt. So, yeah, not a really good figure. Honestly, I got this at discount and it still wasn't worth that price. So, if you're gonna get this figure, might as well just try to find the other one loose on eBay or something from the 3-pack. Because this one is really not worth it if you're gonna find it at normal retail value for like $25. That's way, way too expensive for this figure. The standout is Miss Lion, but I wouldn't buy this for any amount of money just to get this little dog. So, yeah, pretty bad figure. I don't like it very much. So, overall rating or overall thoughts, I'd say this figure is